Hey guys, Sarah from Sweet Scents from the Dollhouse. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. If you're returning waxy, as always, welcome back. I apologize, I was gone for the weekend. If you guys have been subscribed to my channel for a while, you'll remember when I got my new MacBook, Ella literally dumped pool water all over it. Well, it turns out that she's recently just mashed the hell out of the tracking pad, so there's that. And I live in the middle of nowhere, so hopefully tomorrow I'm taking the MacBook in to get fixed. If they can't fix it like on the spot, I think a tracking pad should be pretty easy, but if they can't fix it on the spot, I'm screwed. We'll have to see. Depending on how long they'll need to keep it for, maybe I'll say screw it and just buy a cordless mouse. Anyhow, tonight I wanted to do scent scores on one of the new Scentsy releases that I was most excited about. I don't know why I thought this smelled like Hendrix on cold. This doesn't smell anything like Hendrix. It had been a long time since I had melted Hendrix. Yeah, no. Not at all. Lisa Roberry had mentioned that Palo Santo smells like cigarettes. It doesn't even have tobacco in it. Perhaps what she's referencing is the cedarwood in it. Cedarwood spill is used to coat and protect the flavoring in cigars. I don't know if maybe that's what she's referring to. I don't know that she would know that, but who knows? Yeah, this was one of the scents that I was most excited about because prior to finding vendor wax and my love for bakery this past, I don't know, 9-10 months, I used to really be into the woody, earthy, masculine patchoulis, the vetiver, driftwoods, cedarwoods, all that jazz. So this was like the one that I was dying to try out of the entire Scentsy lineup. Thankfully, I bought this like the bootlegged version. I guess, I don't know. I bought this from a Scentsy consultant who was selling it out of a storefront, and I literally paid a little bit over $5 for it. So I'm happy because Palo Santo doesn't work at all. Like, actually, I shouldn't say at all. Quick little story. I went into the wax closet to grab Bath & Body Works Palo Santo, the candle, to do a cold sniff in this video in a comparison. And this is the thing here, is I was desperately hoping for this bar to work. So I started melting it in my 600 square foot bedroom. And literally within 15 minutes, you should know if the scent is going to work. It didn't work, so I moved it out to the kitchen dining room area out here. Didn't work there. So I poured it into this teeny tiny laundry room, but then I thought that's not fair because it's got other competing odors like the laundry detergent, the kitty litter, everything else, right? Wasn't smelling at all. So then I took 2 cubes and melted it at my mother's house. Did the same thing. Like literally, I think I melted these 5 cubes, like between pouring them in about 9 different rooms and 8 different warmers. I didn't get a throw until I went into the wax closet because I had put 2 cubes into the wax closet warmer as well. And I thought, you know, it's a small confined space. It should work in here. But when I walk in, I smell the other wax that's in there, the stronger wax that's in there. And in theory, I know that could be said that it's not fair. There's so much wax in there, but this was the only wax that was touching heat. I could smell my Super Tarts and my Rose Girls over the wax that was actually warming. So once again, Scentsy has done me dirty by releasing a fantastic scent with no scent to it. So how candles are made is they take their proprietary blend of wax. Scentsi's choice of wax is paraffin. And they mix a certain percentage of fragrance oils in it. And from every different company, they're all using different types of fragrance oil, but every different company uses a different percentage of fragrance oils in their proprietary blend, whatever works best for their wax. You can put literally 2% fragrance oils in a bar. When it cools, it should, in theory, smell because the fragrance oil is in the wax. But when you load your wax with fragrance oils, that determines the performance that you're going to get. So I, without a doubt, and if you watch my videos from a year ago, honestly, like Scentsy, well, it's over a year now. If you watch my videos from like summer of 2017, I was a firm believer in this company. Come September 1st, 2017, when they all of a sudden did this recommendation of having to use 4 to 5 cubes per melt, it was my prediction that Scentsy changed the amount of fragrance oils in the Scentsy bar. And if you go and deep creep the corners of the World Wide Web, you will find similar complaints in 2012. And conveniently, if you do enough research, you will see that the indie market exploded in 2012. Look at companies like Super Tarts and Rose Girls, how long they've been in business and how quickly their businesses have grown. And not only are they amazing, creating amazing products for affordable pricing and creating consistent products with the performance, the quality, so on and so forth, but if you track it back, there's a lot, I can guarantee you, a lot of the explosion of the indie market or the success of the indie market has been because Scentsy modified their wax bars in 2012 and again in 2017. It was still great for me. So, like spring, summer 2017 was all right. I got great performance. Some of the bars were hit and miss, and you'll see that in my Scent Scores playlist. Like, they weren't all winners. Even sometimes in Wax Wars, I would say, you know, this time Sensationals won, or this time the Indie Vendor won. I wasn't always, I would just say the truth. And I did catch some shade for saying the truth in my videos, but you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. So anyways, Palo Santo on appeal to me because I love these earthy, woody scents. I give this a 5 out of 5. But on performance, I would give it a 0. So as I was walking out of my wax closet, I got this like faintest whiff of this. Hardly, if even calling it that. Let me see. The Palo Santo Scentsy Bar. The description says, Palo Santo wood, charred cedar bark, and teak are the ultimate dreamboat blend. They are, but it doesn't smell. My buddy Michael in the UK is sending me wild Palo Santo, which is refined but still a little rogue. Bergamot, cedar, and vetiver make a bold declaration. So I'm hoping wild Palo Santo performs better than the regular Palo Santo did. So this gets me to wondering, I'm like, it's about the 1 year anniversary from when I started to melt vendor wax. You know, I'm always second guessing myself. Sarah, you know, did you find vendor wax and just maybe vendor wax is stronger than Scentsy? Maybe Scentsy isn't creating the biggest, best product on the market anymore. Perhaps you're more inclined to melt vendor wax or you find vendor wax stronger. It's probably just me, right? Wrong. So today I went on the Scentsy website and found some customer complaints. You don't have to look far. Go on Facebook, right on the Scentsy, like the official Scentsy Facebook page, okay? a former consultant. As a former consultant, I won't purchase from them for the simple fact that they allow bullying from their directors and above. And she had her downlines coming after me also. When I contacted customer service, they said it's an issue between me and the other person. I sent them screenshots of what had been said. And still nothing. This company is a joke. Their shipping is terrible. The return policy is awful. And the fact that they let this woman treat others as they do is disgusting. I don't care. I'll never buy from them again. Amy Flores. Their consultants are completely ignorant of medical care, recommending unsafe uses of their products on pets. No veterinarians have been consulted concerning the use, and they shouldn't be advising otherwise in person or in Facebook groups. What in this Sam's hell are Scentsy consultants recommending we put on animals? Can't run a flash sale to save their lives. Complete and total disaster. Can't keep their servers online to handle all the traffic. Thousands of ticked off consultants because Scentsy are all about nickel and diming their customers and don't want to invest in the IT infrastructure. Terrible company. Kurt Pomeroy. Well, Kurt, I agree with you to a certain degree, but I would also like to point out the fact, what's the only thing that has changed since our last flash sale when everything was running smoothly? Could it be the Scentsy Club that is fucking up the system that I said wasn't ready to roll out? I'm guessing probably so. Amy Miller says, I like most of you. I'm having an issue with how long the scents last. I lived in a 3-bedroom townhouse. 1 cube would smell up the entire house. Now I have 3 full-size warmers with 2 cubes and 3 small wall outlet units. Same smell, and it lasts max 3 days. Now in a 2-bedroom house, what's going on, Scentsy? Raise prices by $2 a bar and cut your oils in half. I need to find another brand. It's obvious that you haven't changed your quality is a blatant lie. So Amy Miller agrees with me, but I'd say, hey, Amy Miller, if Scentsy is lasting 2 or 3 days for you, I'd say that's great because point proven. What else do we have? This has been on for 1 hour and 43 minutes from Stephen Moss. It's a picture of a Scentsy warmer with wax in it, sitting in the dead center of the room that is 21 inches long and 10 inches wide, or 10 feet wide. And after being on for just shy of 2 hours, you can't smell anything. Cassie Rich, been a Scentsy consultant almost 2 years. This month is my last as a consultant due to the quota. My customers aren't happy with the quality of the bars not lasting. I'm unhappy about it also. Shame because I used to love Scentsy wax bars. Now they are overpriced and low grade. So it's not necessarily the quota, but she can't. I think what she meant to say is she can't make the quota since they've decreased the fragrance oils in the bars. Jennifer, sorry if I just butcher your last names. Cabaret Gonzalez, I wouldn't recommend being a Scentsy consultant. They don't actually care about their consultants. They only care about making money. I am so very disappointed in Heidi and Orville and how little they are willing to help their consultants when a problem arises. And Scentsy doesn't even respond to these messages. It's just mind-blowing. There's no comments on that. Sometimes they'll come in with their like automatically generated bullshit comment. I think it's just cut and paste. You know, but that one they didn't even reply to. Way to prove her point that you don't care about your consultants when you don't even comment or reach out to her like, hey, call me at this number and we'll figure this out. I used to be a huge fan of Scentsy. This is Amy Christine. I used to be a huge fan of Scentsy. My last couple orders of bars have had little to no scent at all. It's unfortunate because I have turned to using Walmart waxes instead. Me too. Lindsay Michelle. Oh, your sales rep tried to sell your candle things on a post about an injured horse. So, yeah. And then she was super condescending. I want to hang my head in shame when I read about some of these issues with consultants, like cashing checks and not actually giving out products. Oh, this one, Michelle Jackson. I was a guest at an online party and participated in some games of which I won 3 prizes. 8 weeks later, still no prizes. All I get is excuse after excuse about why I haven't received them. And now it seems that the Scentsy rep has blocked me. Fucking bitches, keep it classy. Nadia Muse. Very disappointed. My Scentsy Go doesn't work. The light comes on and the fan doesn't. Huh. No shit. Remember when that happened to me? I went away on vacation, came back to use it, and it doesn't work. Was in contact with my consultant where she said that she reached out to consultant support and that I'd have to pay a $24 handling fee. With the price I paid and a little over a month old, which I've never even used it, and it doesn't work. Beyond upset with this product and the way it was handled. So I guess I just wasted $80 on a Scentsy Go for it to not work. Nadia Muse, you'll be really disappointed that now they're selling them for half price. Yvonne Evans, my last Scentsy purchase. It will most likely be my last. Oh, my head hurt after reading some of these too, by the way. Just the spelling and grammar in general, butchering of the English language. I've been buying the same 2 cents for over 3 years. My last purchased of several 6-pack of bars. Unfortunately, they had no smell. Very disappointing. My last order was on the 23rd of April 2018, which cost subtotal $76 plus $10 shipping, grand total $86. It's not a nice feeling when a company that relies on word of mouth starts ripping its customers off by selling fragrance-free Scentsy bars. Brenda Witter Oberholzer? Okay. This for me was the straw that broke the camel's back. Hostess claimed she was having a fundraiser for my paraplegic granddaughter. Hasn't received anything. I haven't gotten my order, and neither has anyone else. Just endless excuses. Dear Scentsy, from Sarah, please and thank you forward me the contact information of the asshat that would host a fundraiser for a paraplegic child and then rip them off. Because her and I need to have a talk. I just, like, shaking mad reading these comments. Monica L. Baker, I believe whoever was responsible for the Amazon rain didn't put enough oils. We tried multiple bars and the fragrance disappears after one evening of melting. Very disappointing. Kevin Moore, my wife purchased about 6 packs a couple weeks ago. The scent lasted a day, maybe 2. She changed the scent out last night, and this time there's been no scent at all. Another brand in a department store that I didn't expect much from lasted 2 weeks. Oh, here we go. Misty Albright Robertson. Had an issue with the consultant cashing my check but not delivering my products. I finally filed a complaint with the compliance department. Just keep getting the runaround with no resolution. Diane Elroy. I've loved Scentsy for years, but I have to say the performance of the wax has gone down tremendously. I have bars from years ago that I have the strongest throw, but the new bars don't last at all. Ordered the Pina Colada Cha-Cha brick, and it has the nicest scent I've ever smelled, but only for a couple hours, and it fizzles out. I would like to continue to purchase from this company, but only if they acknowledge that the quality is slipping and are determined to fix it. Diana, you and I will grow old fucking waiting. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on. I have about 60 screenshots here. But P. Michelle Brown. Oh, actually, I want to find the one. There's one Scentsy complaint in here. And it's the profile is a picture of a dog. And the same woman subscribed to my channel today. I was like, mind blown. I don't know. When you search Scentsy complaints or Scentsy disses, does my channel come up? I hope not. P. Michelle Brown summed it up perfectly. I gave a 5-star based on past experiences. I have not used Scentsy in about 6 years. Once my consultant, and she names that person's name, but I'm not going to repeat it, stopped selling, it was a wrap for me. Never could find anyone to purchase bulbs, and my consultant was the best. I did not want to buy from a stranger. However, I love the product so much, I have thought about selling off and on. But seeing the mixed reviews on this page, I really don't know. It seems more than 50% of these comments are all negative experiences. She forgets to add the other 50% of positive experiences are all Scentsy consultants. They admit it in the post. I love this company. I love this product. I'm a consultant. It's changed my life. And if the product quality... Oh, my phone went to sleep. And if the product quality has decreased, then I definitely don't want to sell. Yeah. And throughout my time on this channel, from talking to various people, whether it be consultants or consumers, I get that a lot on both sides. I reached lead consultant right before I decided that I was going to stop actively selling Scentsy. I've kept my account open because I have loyal customers who have had terrible issues with Scentsy consultants in the past. And I know this video will get comments like, well, that's what you get with MLMs, or someone will be like beating down the dislike button and leaving a comment like, not all Scentsy consultants are bad. No, I understand that. I'm not saying I'm going to paint every Scentsy consultant with the same brush. I'm not looking at consultants right now. The shitbag that stole from a paraplegic child, you just need to fuck right off. But anybody else, I'm not painting everybody with a bad brush. I don't even look to the consultants for this. For this, I look to corporate. I look to corporate to have stern policy and procedures of dealing with these Scentsy consultants. I'm sorry, but if you rip off a customer, it should be, you're done. If they get a complaint that says that you've cashed a check and never delivered product, and they have proof that you've cashed the check, it's not hard to prove. Your account should be shut down and closed. The shitty Scentsy consultants are a direct fault of the company not having stern rules, policies, and procedures, and, ways to deal with this. Get rid of their asses. Deactivate their account. You know what? Funny story is, I am more likely to have my account deactivated for making this video because I'm speaking stone cold truth than a consultant is who rips off customers. Because at the end of the day, Scentsy got their money. So do they really care if there's any handover of product? And that consultant is going to go rip off more people, which in turn gives Scentsy more money. So, it's just a vicious cycle. The company will come back with nonsense. A lot of those comments said, it comes down to a matter of he said, she said. When is the customer ever right? I don't know. But awful things I read on there today about, consultants being bullied by their uplines. Of course, Scentsy doesn't do anything to the uplines because you're talking about a director that makes Scentsy tons of money. And you're just a little piss-on consultant. You're bringing in a bit of money. Who are they going to choose? The peon or the big kahuna? Their hands are tied. It's a problem between yous two. Figure it out. Conflict of personalities, what have you. I don't know. I know I've said it on my channel several times. It just, that whole Scentsy family thing sounds like a crock of shit to me. But hey, I'm just a girl. Just one person. Just my opinion. But on the performance of these bars, it's clearly not just my opinion, not just my experience. I've been talking about the performance slipping for over a year on my channel. If you've subscribed to me for any length of time, you know that I have talked truthful in my entire experience here on YouTube. And I could admit this is a continual thing. I haven't seen any improvement at all. And yeah, it's just super disheartening because if you go back and watch some of my very first videos, you'll see how excited I was about working for this company. When I first started, I hit the ground running. I gained momentum fast. I made lead director, and then there was a couple things along the way that made me pump the brakes. I was like, do I really want to be a part of this? I don't know. I always have way more questions than answers. And I've said that in my entire experience here on YouTube. I have more questions than answers. It doesn't really feel like a family. And I know that Scentsy consultants get so bitter with me when I say it how it is on this YouTube channel. But there's tons of customers saying how it is on Facebook. Any given day, you can read those comments. We can all be wrong. And that's who's helping you get commission checks every month. That's who's getting you on, the lavish trips. That's who's paying for Scentsy fucking comments. Is those customers who are out there buying your 6-packs of bars and your overpriced warmers. They're beautiful, but they are very overpriced for what they are. And I'm going to make a video about that in the coming very near future. And for Scentsy to just ignore customers like that, I think the fame and the money has gone to people's heads. And the purple people eaters of the world, I don't know. You can't ignore this. And you almost sound stupid when you give the Scentsy blurbs of, it's the best and the safest and the bestest, the most, it's the bestest product ever. You sound stupid. And when confronted with real complaints or real concerns, I hear a shit ton of excuses and never a fucking solution. Never. And back in the day, it's been a long time, but I used to work in customer service. And I never once was taught by a corporation that I worked for to give customers excuses. I was taught to be a problem solver and find solutions. And Scentsy's not doing any of that. So, to end this video, if you were looking forward to Palo Santo, I'm still looking forward to Wild Palo Santo from the UK. I'm hoping it has more bang for its buck. But if you were looking forward to this, and if you can find the Bath & Body Works candle, Palo Santo, pick it up, chunk it up, use it as wax melts. It never let me down. I looked in my wax closet, but it's all gone. I loved it that much. Some other earthy blends, just wanted to throw it out there. Destination Wax, and I know Scentsy fans aren't really going to be familiar with that, but Destination Wax is an indie vendor, phenomenal indie vendor, has amazing woody, earthy, you name it. Their scent list, I only ever placed one order and it got stolen, but their scent list it's never ending. Even if you're not into woody, earthy stuff, check out Destination Wax. They had their, I believe it was their restock this past weekend, so there should be tons to choose from still. Yeah, if you're looking for stuff like Palo Santo, you would find an endless selection on Destination Wax. Thankfully, my girlfriend Amber has sent me some Destination Wax, and I had a little bit in a D-stash before that. It literally throws me out of my house every damn time. What was the last one I melted? White Sorry, which was like a rose and patchouli blend. It was beautiful. Little heavy on the rose. I would have liked a little bit more patchouli, but it was beautiful. And it threw for like 16 to 18 hours in my house. And it was just a 2-ounce scent shot, but I cut that shit in fourths. Got 4 melts, and I believe they're like $2. So it's money well spent, trust me. I've also recently tried Mountain Man by Sensationals for anyone who's into commercial wax. I love this. To any of the Nag Champa fans out there, I love Vintage Chic Scents Hyatt Ashberry. I've only ever tried half of this scent shot, and I am just savoring this other half until Kirby pours more. This one too. Oh, yes. Yes, reminds me of my younger days, my youth, back in the day when I used to burn incense, but this is sweet incense. It's beautiful. This one too, wicked performer and outlasts anything that I've tried from Scentsy in a long time. So Vintage Chic Scents for Hyatt Ashberry, but I don't know if that's available right now. Destination Wax will have tons and tons of selection. Get out to your local Walmart for Sensationals, or find that Bath & Body Works candle, Palo Santo, on, I don't know, garage sale or whatever those buy and sell pages are. You won't be disappointed. And for the purple people eaters who are pissed off by this video, meh. Bye for now. See you in my next video.